So here's the paradox. You, a regular human just trying to pay rent and keep your Netflix subscription alive, probably pay a higher tax rate than Jeff's spaceships and divorce settlements Bezos. Why? How is it possible that billionaires who own private islands and rockets end up legally dodging Uncle Sam harder than you dodged group projects in college? Let's break this down, step by step. 1. Taxes 101. What even are they? Think of taxes like the subscription fee to live in a country. You pay for roads, schools, cops, firefighters, and that one government website that looks like it hasn't been updated since 2003. Now, there are different types of taxes. Income tax, money taken from your paycheck. Payroll tax, that sneaky line item for Social Security and Medicare. Sales tax, every time you buy a coffee, boom, Uncle Sam gets a sip too. Capital gains tax, money you pay when your investments go up. Here's the kicker. You and billionaires don't pay the same blend of taxes. You get mostly income and payroll taxes, they get mostly capital gains. It's like you're playing Monopoly with real money and they're just speed-running Wall Street Simulator on cheat road. 2. The ordinary worker tax trap. Let's take you, a 9-to-5 worker. You earn a salary, your employer reports every cent to the IRS, taxes get auto-deducted before you even touch the money. You're basically on tax autopilot. You can't hide, you can't wiggle out. The system treats you like a toddler at daycare. Here's your snack, but first, give mommy 25%. That's why the middle class pays a steady, visible tax rate. Even worse, payroll taxes hit workers the hardest. If you earn $60K, about 7.65% is gone before you can say direct deposit. Billionaires? They don't even earn salaries like you do. They'd rather die than be on payroll like a normie. 3. Billionaire money magic. Here's where it gets spicy. Billionaires make most of their wealth from stocks, real estate, and investments. Example, Elon Musk doesn't get rich from a paycheck. His salary from Tesla is basically a joke. His real money is Tesla stock, SpaceX shares, and whatever crypto meme coin he's secretly holding. And here's the cheat code. They don't sell. If you don't sell your stocks, you don't pay capital gains tax. So billionaires just sit there, paper rich, sipping champagne, and legally saying to the IRS, haha, you can't tax what I didn't cash. It's like owning a golden goose but never eating the eggs. You just flex the goose on Instagram. 4. Loans. The billionaire tax hack. But wait, you ask, how do they actually get money to spend if they don't sell their stocks? Answer, they borrow against their wealth. Let's say you have $100 in Tesla stock. A bank will happily lend you $50 because, hey, worst case, they grab your stock. Now, scale that up. Bezos borrows millions against his Amazon shares, pays almost no tax on it, and uses that borrowed money to buy mansions and yachts. That's called buy, borrow, die. Buy assets, borrow cash against them instead of selling. Die, pass assets to heirs with crazy tax breaks. It's like the billionaire version of skip the ads on YouTube. You, meanwhile, are stuck watching the full 2 minutes of Grammarly ads. 5. The capital gains loophole. Here's why this matters. Income tax, what you pay, can go as high as 37%. Capital gains tax, what billionaires pay, tops out at 20%. So your paycheck gets whacked harder than a busted printer in an Office Rage meme, while billionaires get a discount. And remember payroll tax? Yeah, that only applies to wages. So billionaires sidestep it completely. Translation, the system says, congrats on working hard for your money, now fork it over. But if you're already rich, oh, you want to flip stocks instead of flipping burgers? Here's a coupon. 6. Why don't politicians fix this? Short answer, because billionaires own politicians like Pokemon cards. They donate to campaigns, lobby for tax loopholes, and write the rules of the game. It's like asking a casino to change the slot machine odds. Spoiler, they won't. Every time there's talk about a wealth tax or closing loopholes, lobbyists show up with suitcases of money and suddenly Congress forgets how math works. Meanwhile, you're crying at TurboTax because you forgot which box to check. 7. The fair share myth. Whenever billionaires get heat, they say, but we already pay a lot in taxes. Yeah, in absolute numbers, sure. If Jeff Bezos pays $100 million, that sounds insane. But as a percentage of his wealth, it's pocket change. Imagine if you made $50,000 a year and paid $10 in taxes. That's the billionaire ratio. The IRS is basically letting them off like, don't worry, champ, go buy another rocket. 8. Real-world example, Warren Buffett versus secretary. Warren Buffett once pointed out that his secretary pays a higher tax rate than he does. Let that sink in. The guy worth over $100 billion admitted that the person answering his emails pays proportionally more tax. That's not a quirk of the system, that's the system working as intended. Or as I like to call it, capitalism.exe has encountered no errors, enjoy your suffering. 9. So why do you pay more? Let's wrap it up. You pay more because your income is wages, and wages are taxed aggressively. Billionaires structure their wealth to avoid income entirely. They use loans, investments, and tax loopholes to legally dodge what you can't. It's not that the system is broken, it's that it was built this way, for them. You're playing checkers, they're playing 4D chess with cheat codes and DLC you'll never unlock. 10. So what can be done? Solutions get thrown around all the time. Wealth taxes, higher capital gains rates, closing loopholes on loans. But billionaires will fight tooth and nail because, it's their money. Until then, you're stuck footing more of the bill while billionaires laugh from their yachts, probably naming them things like Tax Haven 2. So next time you're stressed about taxes, just remember Jeff Bezos probably paid less, proportionally, than you did while he was blasting into space in a midlife crisis rocket. That's the game. Rigged, legal, and completely stacked against regular people. But hey, at least now you know how it works. If you learned something new, or just enjoyed me roasting the ultra-rich, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with your broke bestie who still thinks trickle-down economics is a real thing. And who knows, maybe one day you'll be rich enough to dodge taxes too. Goals, right?